Hello amiibros, this is Jason of GamerShock. So today's collection video is going to be on the PlayStation 3. With the power of God rays, you see thee. But, yeah, so this is my PlayStation 3 Slim that I've had since May 2018. And I, kind of neglected it for a little bit for some reason. But I do have a good amount of games. It's not a big collection by any means. But, yeah, my PlayStation 3 that I've had for, I'd say, 8 months. And I have just a generic DualShock 3 on my desk, if you could see it. It fell on the floor. It's just being my God, I can't speak. It's just being a controller. But my PS3 games are over there. That is all my PS3 games. I have 32 games in that stack, and I will head over there and we will start. So now, let's start. And now, let's begin. So, for my PlayStation 3 games, just like with a lot of my other collections, they're in basically whatever order I decided for this entire stack. And any games that are part of a duology or trilogy series of any kind, I will put every game in that series up as a representative, and I will give my thoughts on them. Alright, so let's start. So the first game is Journey Collector's Edition. So, I haven't played any of the games that are on this, but it has, obviously it has Journey, but it has Flower. Come on, camera, focus. There we go. And Flow. And it also has some other games that are on the disc, and I forgot which ones they were, but, you can install them digitally. And I haven't played any of these, like I said, I haven't played any of these games yet, but, I've heard they're, like, really unique games. Like, all of the games on that, Journey, Flow, and Flower. Like Metal Jesus Rock said, take the journey. Ha! No. Alright, next game, which is Resistance Fall of Man. So this is, I really got this because it was a game by Insomniac, which is one of my favorite developers. The guys who did Ratchet Clank, the first 3 Spyro games, Sunset Overdrive, and they just did Spider-Man last year, which was my game of the year for 2018. And this, I could say, is easily the weakest out of the games by Insomniac. I mean, it's not bad by any means. It's just a first-person shooter in the 50s where you just shoot aliens. And, yeah, it's not bad by any means. So it kind of has, like, the Insomniac, I guess, touch of quality? I guess, I don't know. Alright, next is Buzz Quiz TV, which is my most recent acquisition, because I got it literally at $1 from one of my local game stores, Bull Moose. So I do have the Buzz controllers to play this, but haven't played it yet because really any party game is way more fun in multiplayer. So that's why I've kind of I kind of haven't played it yet. So that's why. Alright, next is Killzone 2, another first-person shooter, and we're only at the 4th game. But Killzone 2, it's a first-person shooter. I really got nothing else to say. It's another standard first-person shooter. I do think it's a bit better than Resistance. Then again, I haven't really played either one that much. But I can see why people would like either one of these games. I want to get Killzone 3 and Shadowfall because I've heard those are really good games as well. Alright, next is Need for Speed Shift. So, it's now we're at a racing game. My only Need for Speed game on the PS3. So, Shift is, I don't know. Shift is another entry in the Need for Speed series because it's asking you, what kind of driver are you? It poses such a philosophical question like, what kind of driver are you? Are you a nice driver? Are you a reckless driver? Are you a driver who likes tailgating people? That's a very deep question for this game to ask. Now, camera, focus. There we go. And, I think the question on the back is interesting enough. But, the game itself is fine. Alright, next is Gran Turismo 5 Prologue and Gran Turismo 5. Now, I don't have Gran Turismo 6, but, Gran Turismo 5 is, if you like the other games, you will like these games for sure. Don't worry, we will actually get to a game that I have put some time into. But Gran Turismo 5, I don't know why. Can anyone tell me why Gran Turismo 5 Prologue even exists? Because it kind of has no reason to exist. Because, think about it, Gran Turismo 5. We already have Gran Turismo 5 right here. I think because, like, from what I've heard, Sony just wanted to get Gran Turismo 5, like, out there in some way. So, I guess, like, hey, developers, like, whatever they're, what's the developer's name? Polyphony. Make Gran Turismo 5, but just have it done by, like, this date. Because we need Gran Turismo 5 out there. Because, oh crap, Forza is coming. Alright, next is a loose desktop copy of Uncharted 1. And I'll get to Uncharted 1 in a bit, so next game. Alright, next is Assassin's Creed. The very first Assassin's Creed. And it's just so weird just actually going back to this game because this game is so drastically different from all the other games. I mean, granted, it's the first game, so it did lay down like some kind of standard for the Assassin's Creed games, but because you gotta master. My God, I can't speak because my throat. Thanks, throat. But master the art of the kill. But so I'm guessing. So this one is set in the Crusade eras, like of the Middle Ages. So like you're this guy. I forgot his name, but you're just going around because you know the joke like how it's all the the first I think 2 Assassin's Creed games are like the many are like stab this person and then next mission stab this person and then this person. I think that's what this game is, but yeah, I want to get the other Assassin's Creed games because I love some of the other games like Black Flag and Origins and Odyssey. Alright, next is Metal Gear Solid 4 Guns of the Patriots. Now, I think you know why I couldn't get into this game either. The cutscenes. The cutscenes are just way too long and way too frequent. But gameplay-wise, it's great. It's such because crouch walking. I mean, that should be normal in a stealth game to just be crouch walking, but it really helps. And the fact that you have like this little Metal Gear thing that autocon makes you, that's also really cool. And I can say, and the story, I'm sure it's a lot deeper than the other games because I've heard it's supposed to tie up all the loose ends of the entire Metal Gear series. But I haven't played enough of the other games, and I did play, I think, an hour of 4, and gameplay-wise, I'd say it's one of the best gameplay-wise in terms of what you can do. Alright, next is Infamous. Haven't played it yet. It's a game by Sucker Punch, who did Sly Cooper, and they're about to do Ghost of Tsushima, which I've heard is coming out this year, but I'm not holding my breath anytime soon. Alright, next is Final Fantasy 13. Final Fantasy 13 2. And Lightning Returns Final Fantasy 13. Okay. The entire Final Fantasy 13 series. A trilogy. I've not played 13-2 or Lightning Returns yet, but 13. Oh my God. Okay, I do get at why people do hate Final Fantasy 13. It's extremely boring at points because you're just going down hallways for what? Hours? I mean, I still haven't gotten past the hallways yet, but come on, game. Speed it up. At 13-2, I've heard is either it's slightly better than 13 or it's slightly worse. I don't know. Lightning Returns, I don't even know. Because this entire trilogy was like really cheap to get, so I don't know. It by far is easily the weakest Final Fantasy games that I've played because my favorite is 9, and I want to get into 15 because I have 15 all ready to go. Alright, next is Bioshock. Now, I have not played this PS3 version. Oh my God, Jason, get to a game that you've actually played. Okay, well, let me talk, person. I have played Bioshock. I played it on the Xbox 360 when my 360 was still working. So I get this PS3 version so I can relive that because, oh my God, Bioshock, this game is amazing. I think I would actually say this is one of my favorite games of all time. Well, and of this generation. But Bioshock, well, you already know why. I'm sure most of you already know what Bioshock like is so special. Like the story and how deep it is. I'm not gonna go into the themes about Bioshock, but the Big Daddies using plasmids. I mean, look at that. I'm already doing the lightning pose. And this using it, just the fact that you can use both your plasmids and your guns just to take down all the like those disgusting splicers. It's amazing. Gameplay wise, it's amazing. This game is amazing. Play it if you must. Alright, next is Star Wars The Force Unleashed 2. Now, I don't have the first one, but this game, my friend Aaron Fazbear pressured me to get this game for me because he loves this game. Now, I haven't played it, so I can't give an opinion on it. I might even do a Let's Play on this game. Granted, I need to play the first one first. But this looks like a fun game to play through on the PS3 version. I've seen stuff about the Wii version, and that one's just okay, but well, from what I've seen. But Force Unleashed 2 on the HD consoles looks pretty fun. Even though there's no Force Unleashed 3, and we're never gonna get one. Alright, next is Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare. Surprisingly enough, this is probably the first collection video you might ever see where I have a PS3, but I do not have every single Call of Duty game in existence. Because, okay, I'm not like a Call of Duty hater by any means, but it's just, I haven't played the games yet. So, I can't say my opinion on it. I've heard Modern Warfare 1 is the best one. It's better than its predecessors and its successors. But, I don't know. It looks really good. From even just the cover. Alright, next is LittleBigPlanet, Game of the Year Edition. Oh my god. Another game that I need to get into. Yes, I know. I need to get into all these games. I know. Enough. But, LittleBigPlanet, I did play this. It's very interesting. It's a 2D platformer. I think you already know like the gameplay. So it's Sackboy just going around this like paper crafty world, and you just apply stickers everywhere and just roam around these environments to do something in the story. I don't think anyone cares about the story in LittleBigPlanet. You just want to platform around and make stickers. No, use stickers and make levels. All right, let me move this light up here. There we go. All right, next is Street Fighter 4. Street Fighter 4. It's not my favorite Street Fighter game. I like, believe it or not, I actually like 5 more than 4. Mainly because I have the arcade edition of Street Fighter 5, and this is just the normal, standard, generic Street Fighter 4 with none of the extra characters. And I do want to get Ultra Street Fighter 4, but yeah, it's fine. It's fine fighting game. I mean, it's Street Fighter. What more do you want? Alright, next is Soul Calibur 4 and Soul Calibur 5. Okay, Soul Calibur games. These games I am definitely getting into. Like, this series as a whole is just becoming one of my favorite fighting game series. And I do want to get Soul Calibur 6 at some point. It's just I'm waiting for it to go on sale. But I'd say out of these two, I don't have a favorite of these two. I got Soul Calibur 4 because, I mean, come on. I think you know why. Darth Vader on the cover. How can you say no to Darth Vader on the cover? It's so ridiculous. You can't help but laugh at it. Just love it. Because not only do you get Darth Vader, you also get Yoda and Starkiller from Force Unleashed. Wherever it is. There, right there. And in Soul Calibur 5, you get Ezio from Assassin's Creed. Which makes way more sense compared to Darth Vader. Or any Star Wars characters. But Soul Calibur 4 and 5, I wouldn't say these games are for everyone, because not everyone is into like 3D fighting games like with weapons, especially like the Soul Calibur games. But these games are excellent. I've actually spent a lot of time in the character customization, which is surprising because usually for me that never happens. Alright, next is Ratchet & Clank Future Tools of Destruction. Ratchet & Clank Future A Crack in Time. And Ratchet & Clank All for One. Okay, Ratchet & Clank on the PS3. I still need Into the Nexus, if you can clearly see, out of the Future trilogy, and I need Full Frontal Assault for the spin-offs. But Tools of Destruction, I think behind the 2016 Ratchet & Clank, this one is my favorite in the series. Well, I can't decide between either one of these. Because Tools of Destruction, I think, has the better story and I don't know, graphics. I obviously Crack in Time has better graphics. I think both games do something like better than the other, or something. I don't know, but yeah. And then All for One, All for One, yeah. Three Musketeers reference. But All for One is a co-op game where you play as Ratchet Clank, Quark, and what's his name? Why can't I remember his name? It's blanking on me. Oh, Dr. Nefarious. There we go. Now I got it. Yeah, 4-player cooperative mayhem. So this game is more like more simplified Ratchet and Clank, but these two are definitely one of the best games in this. I mean, any game in this entire series is one of the best in the series. But I like. Let's see. Can I think of it? I like Tools of Destruction's weapons. But I like A Crack in Time's puzzles. Kinda. And I also like the world building in A Crack in Time as well. Alright, next is Borderlands The PreSequel. Alright, so Borderlands, first person shooter RPG. Yeah, we all know that. But Borderlands, because I think I got this one because you know me, I am into space. And since I'm on a moon in Borderlands The PreSequel, that is why I got it. Because you got anti-gravity, pro mayhem. Because like I said, space. And yeah, that is why I got Borderlands The PreSequel. I mean, I like the game, but I like the game. It's just I like the game. Next game. All right, next is Lair. Remember this disappointment? Yeah, neither do I. But honestly, I wasn't under the hype train with this game, so I'm not impacted by it at all. But Lair, I've heard, was like a huge disappointment back in the day. When did this game come out? Doesn't say because of sticker residue. I think it was 2007 that this game came out. And it's motion controlled, so it has like the 6-axis motion controls that Sony was hyping up back in the day. And it flopped. I think it was because I think from back then the motion controls just didn't work. Now I've heard the game isn't that bad to play, but I don't know. Just I want to see like how well the motion controls actually are. Alright, next is Lego Indiana Jones 2, The Legend Continues. My only Lego game on the PlayStation 3. Come on, camera, focus. There we go. Lego Indiana Jones 2 is one of my favorite Lego games out of all of them. Because I like how each level is like 5 to 10 minutes long. So, because you know how like the Lego games nowadays have like, hour-long levels if you're really, really looking around. This game, you don't have to do that. It'll probably take like 15 minutes max to finish a level, but yeah, and it does cover every single movie. It's just that for some reason Kingdom of the Crystal Skull is split into 3 parts for some stupid reason. I don't know. Next game. Next is Uncharted Drake's Fortune, Uncharted 2 Among Thieves, and Uncharted 3 Drake's Deception. Okay. Oh, yes. The Uncharted games. Easily the best games on the PS3 from what I've played. And easily my favorite franchise that has ever came out of Naughty Dog. I mean, granted, I haven't played all of their games. I've only played the Jak and Daxter games. And I haven't played The Last of Us and the PS1 Crash games, but these are the best. The best, like, action, one of the best action-adventure third-person cover shooters that there will ever be. I mean, right now, actually, I marathoned this entire series over the summer of 2018. I was that invested into these games, which does not happen a lot. I know what the obvious question is going to be. Ooh, Jason, what is your favorite Uncharted game? Is it Uncharted 2? Is it Uncharted 4? Which game is it? Okay, well, I don't have a definitive answer for that, but I do, I'll say this. I think Uncharted 1 has the best, I'd say it was the most impressive game of its time because it's from 2007. Uncharted 2 has the best set pieces and gameplay, and Uncharted 3 is the best set pieces and environment, but Uncharted 2 has the best gameplay out of all of them. I haven't finished Uncharted 4 yet, but that game is also amazing so far from what I've played. Yeah. Anyone who has a PS3 needs to track down all 3 of those games. Alright, next is Sonic Unleashed. And before Sonic Mania was my favorite Sonic game, this one was my favorite. Now, this is actually my third copy of Sonic Unleashed because I first had it on the Wii, then I lost my Wii version, then I got an Xbox 360 version, and now that my 360 is broke and doesn't work anymore, I can't play it on my 360. So then I got a PS3 version, and I eventually got another Wii version. But Sonic Unleashed, the PS3 version, it's not easy, by far not the best version because the game chugs a lot. I mean, it's kind of laggy, but if you can get past the lag or like the really weird frame rate, I'd say you'd like it. Especially, well, if you like, I'd say beat 'em ups with a lot of combat. That is a really good game, and especially if you like high speed, if you like speed with the Sonic games, that's probably the best one. Alright, and then the last PlayStation 3 game that I have is God of War 3. Yeah, God of War 3. Just the scale in this game is epic, because in the end, there will only be chaos. Because Kratos, you don't ever mess with Kratos, or else he will rip your head off. But God of War 3, this game is also amazing. I think God of War 4 has the better story. I mean, obviously, you can't really top God of War 4's story. But I think God of War 3 has the best, I don't know, scale. Because this game is impressive with the scale in the game. Like, oh my god, look at all these titans, and then you're just fighting all these little gods, and you got big monsters that you fight, and it's just amazing. God of War 3 is amazing. I mean, I don't know if I'd say it's better than God of War 4, but yeah. Alright, so that is my entire PlayStation 3 collection. I'd say a very quality stack of PlayStation 3 games, don't you think? Don't worry, there's going to be more in the future. And actually, let me put some of these down because, I don't want... What do you think? I don't want them all burning up in the light. Ooh, no, not the light. Alright, so yeah, there we go. So that's my entire PlayStation 3 collection. I do plan on getting more games this year, but we'll see what games will be here maybe in the middle of the year. I don't know. So thank you all for watching the video, and please comment, like, and subscribe. And next video is going to be either my GameCube collection, my PS1 collection, my Game Boy collections, or my Switch collection. So shock the world and us, amiibros. Goodbye.